Hey, what's good, folks? It's RFG back at it today, and I'm here to go over the situation that transpired between the Ravens and the Titans. Okay, back in December, I made a video stating that the Baltimore Ravens were going to go to the Super Bowl to lose, and that's not going to be happening right now. But I will say the Baltimore Ravens were not the team that I had winning the Super Bowl. The team that I had winning the Super Bowl is still alive right now, and they are in the NFC. Okay, so basically, I know which team is going to take the place of the Ravens in the Super Bowl, and I knew it all the way back on October 24th, 2019. I put this video out on my Patreon account, and I gave the backup scenario, okay, for the AFC team that was going to be featured in the Super Bowl. This was before I even discovered and found out the Ravens' connections to Super Bowl 54. So this particular AFC team, I had as a possibility to represent the AFC before I even had the Ravens. And this right here is the proof, folks. So we could also have the 49ers versus the Texans, okay? And, if this happened, the 49ers would get their fourth all-time win against the Texans in the fifth matchup against the two franchises. Now, there's no big significance in those numbers, but let's get deep here, all right? Let's get real deep here, okay? Because this is the significance and the connections with the Houston Texans and Super Bowl 54, all right? The first Super Bowl that was ever played in Houston, okay, is a Super Bowl that the Miami Dolphins showed up to. The first Super Bowl in Houston was Super Bowl 8, and the Miami Dolphins were there, you see? So how convenient would it be for the first Super Bowl appearance for the Houston Texans would end up in Miami? You see? The first Super Bowl in Houston, the Miami Dolphins showed up to. So wouldn't it be such a fucking coincidence if the 49ers and the Texans got together and the Texans showed up in their first Super Bowl appearance in Miami? You see? And that was the Super Bowl in 1974. 7-4 is the 11th. This is going to be the 11th Super Bowl in Miami. You see? All tied to the 11. Okay? So let me break this shit down. Okay? Right here. Okay. These are the nails in the coffin for the Texans' connection to Super Bowl 54. Okay. Earlier this year, not too long ago, there were massive power outages in Northern California. Okay. One of the teams in Northern California, the Oakland Raiders, are getting ready to move to Las Vegas next year. So technically speaking, there's only one real franchise that's in Northern California, and that is the San Francisco 49ers. As it pertains to the NFL, there's only one NFL franchise that's going to be in Northern California right now. That's the 49ers. So pay attention to this. Northern California takes a massive hit with blackouts this year. You see? Okay, and the 49ers play in that area. The 49ers' last Super Bowl appearance was in Super Bowl 47. Super Bowl 47, that's 11. In Super Bowl 47, there was a massive power outage for 33 minutes. Okay, let me repeat. The 49ers appearance in Super Bowl 47, there was a major blackout. This is the last 49er appearance in a Super Bowl. There have been major power outages and blackouts in Northern California where the 49ers play. You see? Oh, when was the last Super Bowl that the 49ers won? It was Super Bowl 29. It was Super Bowl 29, okay, which is 11. And it was played on the 29th of the month. 11. Oh, and who did the 49ers play? Oh, the 49ers conveniently scored 49 points that game. Who did the 49ers play in Super Bowl 29? Oh, the 49ers played the Chargers. The 49ers played the Chargers. The Chargers, the electric boat, the power, the Northern California power connection. You see, with the power outage connection, the Chargers, they played the Chargers in the last Super Bowl that they won. I'm going to go through this again to show you the riddle, because the Zionist Jew code is a riddle. It's a fucking riddle code. It's a riddle code, and I just cracked it, okay? There have been massive power outages in near the San Francisco area where the 49ers play. The 49ers' last Super Bowl appearance, there was a massive power outage for the first time in Super Bowl history in that Super Bowl for 33 minutes. That means it was orchestrated on purpose. The last time the 49ers won a Super Bowl was 25 years ago in Super Bowl 29. 2-9 is 11. This was held on the 29th of the month. 2-9 is 11. The 49ers scored 49 points in that Super Bowl. What a fucking joke. Oh, in that Super Bowl, who did the 49ers beat? They beat the Chargers. The power, the voltage. You see, the bolts. You see? So if the 49ers play the Houston Texans in the Super Bowl, the 49ers will be going up against J.J. Watt and Deshaun Watson. They'll be going up against Watt, J.J. Watt and Deshaun Watson. They'll be going up against Watt and Watson. And what's the significance behind that? What the fuck is a watt? A watt is a measurement of electric force. It's fucking over with. It's fucking over with, ladies and gentlemen. These bastards are cracked. You can deal it, saute it, fry it, and serve it. It's over. Fucking over.
It's over.
So, like I said, they flipped the script, folks, and you better take heed, and you better not bet on an AFC team. You better not bet on the Texans or the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl, because that AFC title game between the Patriots and the Texans.
See, I originally had the Patriots and the Texans, but they're going to choose another red, white, and blue team to take the place of the Patriots. It's going to be the Titans. That's why they had the Titans beat the Patriots. You see, they're going to have the Titans up against the Texans. So it's going to be, see, the Titans were originally the Houston Oilers. So it's going to be the old Houston team versus the new Houston team. Okay, it's going to be the old Houston team, the Titans, versus the new Houston team, the Texans. And the old Houston team, the Titans, they already have a Super Bowl appearance. So they're going to give their first Super Bowl appearance to the Texans. Okay? And Watson. This is Super Bowl 54. Super Bowl 5-4. They're going to give number 4 his Super Bowl appearance, and they're going to give the Houston Texans their first ever Super Bowl appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Texans, they were established in 2002. They played their first season in 2002, which is 2-2, like the Super Bowl date 2/2. Okay? Super Bowl 5-4 is the 9. The Niners are going to be representing the NFC. Okay? So basically, now that the Ravens are knocked out of the playoffs, the only other team that can really represent the AFC, it's going to be the Texans. And when this happens, the sports books are going to make maximum profit, because everybody's going to be betting for the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl now that the Ravens are knocked out of the playoffs. All right? And mark my words, if the Seahawks beat the Packers tomorrow, okay, the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl to win it. Okay, period. If the Seahawks come away with the win tomorrow, that means that the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl. Now, let me tell you the significance. The 49ers beat the Vikings today, and they gave Kirk Cousins his 44th loss. The 49ers gave Kirk Cousins his 44th loss. The 49ers gave the Vikings their 404th loss. If the 49ers and the Seahawks meet up in the NFC title game, that's going to be the 44th all-time matchup between the Seahawks and the 49ers. So I'm going to go over that again. The 49ers knocked off the Vikings today. They gave Kirk Cousins his 44th all-time loss. They gave the Vikings their 404th all-time loss. If the 49ers play the Seahawks in the NFC title game, that will be the 44th matchup between the two teams. Okay? And the 49ers would definitely win that matchup. Okay? If the Packers knock off the Seahawks, there's a strong narrative for the Packers to win the Super Bowl. Okay? So it's all going to depend on who wins out of the Seattle and the Packers game. So the wise thing to do if you're betting is to put in a ticket for the 49ers to win it all, put in a backup ticket for the Packers to win it all. An NFC team is winning the Super Bowl. Let me repeat myself. I don't give a good goddamn how good the Titans look today. Okay? The Titans look good because the NFL owners just want to shit on Lamar Jackson. They have an agenda going on there. Okay? It was meant for a black quarterback from the AFC to go to the Super Bowl and lose. And that's definitely going to be, as of now, you know what I'm saying? It has to be Watson or Mahomes. I definitely think it's going to be Watson. And either way, no matter who comes out of the AFC, folks, the NFC is winning the Super Bowl. Okay? It's going to the 49ers or the Packers. I would definitely say the 49ers. And like I said, I had the 49ers taking it. Like I said, you guys can see the proof right here. You can see the proof. October 24th. October 24th. My Super Bowl winner is still in it, folks. My Super Bowl winner is still in it. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was wrong about the Ravens. And like I said, I apologize for everybody, who bet on that. If you would have been subscribed to my Patreon account, I actually would have told you not to bet on the AFC opponent. Only bet on the team that's going to win the Super Bowl. That's why I said in that public video that the Ravens would go to the Super Bowl to lose. They would go to the Super Bowl to lose because I never had them winning the Super Bowl. I always had, since October 24th, I had the 49ers winning the Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? And I already showed the connections of the Houston Texans getting their first Super Bowl appearance in Miami, just how the Miami Dolphins won the first Super Bowl held in Houston. So they would have Houston get their first appearance in a Super Bowl in Miami. You see the connections? You see the correlation? You see, it always has to go through a code. It always has to go through a riddle code. The NFL owners are warlocks, and they operate off of a esoteric symbolism code, a riddle code, and a particular number code. All right? And that code is cracked. I got their plan A and their plan B. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Okay? So with that being said, that's all I had to say on this topic. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. I just had to put this video out to clear everything up. You know what I'm saying? For everybody who had questions about the Super Bowl. So, you know what I'm saying? My next video topic, it's going to be on some more ancient alchemy. I appreciate everyone who's been supporting the movement. Okay, please share, like, and subscribe. It's the Chosen One, man. I'm out.